Video tutorials by Andrew Buckle. In this tutorial I'm just going to show you how you can quickly create a 360 panorama, one of these VR files you can rotate and add it into Facebook. Now I'm not going to actually show the stage what you actually do into Facebook. Basically just import a photo as you normally would, long as it's a VR panorama 360 image. That's the key thing. And you can use any image. Obviously you can use images you create from a camera that's actually specialised for that sort of thing, but you can also just define your own image and then import that. Now if you want to do that, see this one here I've actually imported into my Facebook, but just quickly show you how to do the same. Obviously not that image particularly, but just file and new, and the key thing is 4000 by 2000 or 1000 by 500 is a 2:1 ratio. That's the key thing, 2:1, and create. I also like to do, I'm going to use it with gradients, so I'll just go to view, new guide layout, create a 2x2 so you get these lovely guides so you know where the center is. Because what I'm going to do, I've just got this gradient over here, doesn't particularly matter about the gradient, and just going to go for the mirror reflected option there, reflected gradient and difference. Of course you can create your own, you don't have to use difference, you can just use normal, etc. And you can then just basically just move that up just slightly, move that over there right to the center and just drag that out and hold shift down and just create a reflected gradient. Now you'll see that nicely just creates both colours, both ends. And that's the key thing. And also, of course, these are nicely reflected as well, so mirrored, I should say. And you can, of course, go to the centre there and create another one, and you can just create that sort of thing. And again, this is lovely tile effect. It's just reflected all the way around, so it's perfectly okay for this VR approach. Now, once you've actually done that, what you can do is you can go File and Save As, but then it still won't work. What you need to do is actually update the file info. That's the key thing, file info. So file and file info, and go down here. You've got basic, all this stuff, and raw data. At this stage, it's absolutely of no use whatsoever for the VR panorama. What you need to do is, probably obviously easier, is to use import, but also create maybe a template. And I've actually created a template file already. So you could use import, but you could just select that. Once it's in the template folder, you'll see it in this little list here. So my one is actually test2, and it says clear existing properties, click OK. So there it is. Now I've actually quickly show you the location for that finder. Now you'll find the XMP files, and I'm just going to quickly go up there. If you go to go to folder, and you go to your library, or on the Windows, it's probably application data, app data or something like that. You can find the location for the similar section. Application support, this is on the Mac of course, Adobe, and down there on the Adobe section, you just go down to here, the XMP file, and that's that one there. And just quickly bring up the actual XMP file. Here's the XMP file itself. And really the couple of things you can add in that makes it panoramic is this one. Just in the RDF description, RDF about, just add this line here, the panorama. Hopefully you can see it on your, if not, I say probably go and do a bit quick research on Google just to find the lines of codes for this GPano. Basically that's the thing, the GPano panorama. And also, once you've actually got that, you can go down a bit further and Photoshop color model mode, I should say, color mode. There, just that line there. Now that will be in the default. What you want is these lines just under here. And the key one is this ProjectionType and equirectangular. Just about to say that. Equirectangular, something I obviously use all the time. Anyway, so once you've actually got that, you can type that line, put that line in, just type it. Just go into the file, edit it in a notepad and type those lines. Basically make that ProjectionType, and you need that, otherwise it just won't do it. Yeah, it might do, but it probably won't, because I've tried it and it's never worked for me. Now, of course, it might work other times. Okay, so once you've actually got that, and I'm just going to quickly go back, you can bring in that test2. So it just does that, and you've got that, all that code there, click OK. And now you should be ready for, you can of course manipulate this design even more. You can, one of my favourite ones for this actually is also filter and liquefy. And I'm just going to quickly go into liquefy and just do that, just modify that. Just keep to the, obviously the centre of the image so you don't mess up the seams around the edge. Click OK. And then just go to File and Save As. That's the key thing. File, Save As. File, Save As. And I'm just going to put it to, I've just got some other files here. Gradient, you can see, for VR. And I'm just going to call that 5. And it's a JPEG file. Click Save. And the key thing is, don't do it as Save as Web, because Save to Web, etc. Because, for Web, because it just doesn't work. So this is the key one, just do it that way. And now you've got the VR actual file, and then just go to your Facebook, go to Facebook and go to your usual, and just import that image. And it will come up with a little indicator saying it's a VR, and you can then rotate it around. Once it's imported it, you can then click on it and just move it around. And that's it. Hope you found this quick tutorial about using, it's a very simple video tutorial, but anyway, hopefully it helps you, because I know I struggled for a bit trying to work out how to import them in, and it didn't seem to work, so this is my steps. Thank you much. Bye.